This is going to be not a review of the sandblasting cabinet. This is a 960 Deluxe TP Tools, made in USA above all else. Some of their stuff is pricey, but I'll point out the differences between, you know, their sandblasting cabinets and the ones at well, Harbor Freight. A lot of people go there and they, oh, I can get a sandblasting cabinet for this. They leak like a sieve. I made the mistake of one time going there, and I bought a sandblasting cabinet from them. I had more sand and dust coming out of it than anything. The deluxe one, this is the 960 Deluxe. The deluxe comes with a complete dust collector system with the vacuum and all that. And I'm not 100% positive, but I believe the vacuum is the next step up. If I'm not, but I may be mistaken. You'd have to check that. I'll leave a link to TP Tools. But anyway, that's where I got the cabinet from. It's been sitting around for I don't know how long. So this is just going to be the uncrating of it and first impressions. I also have a dust collecting system that I'm going to put on it. I mean, not dust collecting, but the sand collector. It's a side box that you mount to it, so when the vacuum is running to dispose it, I'm going to dispose it outside. I'm going to have a lead go, you know, a pipe go right outside, so that's how I'm going to get rid of the dust. That way you don't have to worry about introducing any of it to the air or a filter in there. So anyway, that mounts on the box. It captures any sand or glass beads or whatever they get, you know, because when you're sandblasting, it's going to go all over the place, so some of it is going to go into the vacuum. The collector box collects some of it before it goes into the vacuum, so it does save a lot of material. Alright, first thing we'll do is take the top off, which there's really not a whole lot left of the top. The cats, especially Kosh, love laying on top of this. So unfortunately, you won't be able to do that anymore. I gotta take this outside because of all the fur on it. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, you should edit that out. Why? It's not me. Alright, now we're going to pop this baby open. I'm going to pry all this apart. And it just so happens I have a crowbar right here. It's probably excessive though. You know what? Could probably do it with a hammer. So I've got a smaller pry bar than that, but you know, when you're moving stuff around, you just kind of lose track of everything. And these, make sure that if you toss these on the floor, you don't leave them like that, you know, because you will step on them. And yeah, nobody likes a staple nail in the foot. It can be extremely painful. I've been there. I had a shank stab me in the ankle, so just flatten them out. I had a shank used for foil board and pink board, stabbed me right in the heel of my foot, and trust me, that seriously hurt. Really? Of course, this has been sitting for so long. But this is the first opportunity that I had to, I got rid of the junk one I bought from Harbor Freight, obviously. I didn't get rid of that one, obviously. I just gave it to a friend of mine. So, but he knew it leaked in it. Oh, I mean, all it would take for the Harbor Freight ones, if you bought one of those to get it not to leak, would be would be to silicone it. This cabinet here is I think it's made out of 1 or 2 pieces or whatever. I know that the base of it, at the top, all that is one piece, but I believe it's welded also. Now you think, well, this guy should know what he bought. Yeah, I should. However, if you consider the length of time, I'll bend the nails over after I cut the video. You don't need to be seeing that. And the cardboard obviously is a good save. Because for saving the cardboard, you can use it, underneath vehicles, so you don't get your floor all nasty. There we go. Just leave it a little more precision. Persuasion, rather. Alright. See if I can do this without knocking the camera over. That would be a big plus. Dayton Freight was the ones who delivered it, and I didn't have my tractor with the forklift attachment yet, and so we got it down the driveway, and he said, well, I don't know if I'll be able to get it all the way to the garage because the driveway is 300 feet, gravel, 300 feet, and it's probably, I want to say at least another 150 feet from that driveway over here to the garage. So what he had with his hand truck, and I'm like, this is pretty packed. I said, we should be able to get it all the way, and he didn't have any faith. He was a big guy, way overweight. So I'm like, you pull, I push, or vice versa, and he decided to pull, and yeah, we got it here, no problem. Some stuff, though, I have used my forklift. But anyway, you can see, it's pretty solidly, built. What I might do is pause it while I get the rest of the crate off of there, because you don't need to, who cares about that, right? Alright, pretty much it's uncrated. And if you notice, this part here, all of that is all bent out of one piece. So that really helps with the seams. And the sides, if you look at the side here, going all the way down, I don't have all the lights in here yet. This is one piece also, okay? So very few, this is your output. This is where you're going to hook your vacuum dust collection system. Sharp edges, of course, too. I wanted to show you the intake. That's the intake. Do not block that. That's on the back of the unit. That's where the makeup air comes from. So you definitely don't want to block that. So I just wanted to show you that real quick. But you can see it's really well crated, and it is heavy. The door to insert stuff, you can see it over here on the side. I'll get a shot of that in a minute because I'll push it back where it goes, and you don't really want to see that. So, okay. Now, one thing you want to make sure you do when setting up a sandblasting cabinet, especially of this size, obviously you could fit a whole head in here easily. So it's big, okay? Obviously ones that aren't as big, it wouldn't make too much of a difference, but you have one access point under a cabinet. Some companies that have where you flip the top open and down, but you're not getting a good seal. This bad boy has foam all the way around it. You're gonna get a good seal. I ordered there's a part that you can put on here, a deflector, on the door, and it'll keep sand, glass beads, or whatever from building up on the foam here. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll zoom in. So that also saves you from making a mess on your floor. But anyway, you can see this you know, solid. I'll get some shots from the inside of it. You know, I mean, it's a well-built cabinet, but it's solid. You're not going to get any leaks because, like I say, the whole centerpiece, all the way down in the back, almost to the floor, is bent out of one piece. The sides are bent out of another piece. They fasten your vent. Well, I'll get a shot of the inside. Okay, but this, oh jeez, this one being the deluxe, it does have a dust collection system, and you can see how close I am to the wall here. So if I had to pull this straight out, I would not be able to do that. Simply because of the length of it here. Yeah, I got too much crap in the way. I got a lot of adhesive sitting here, so that creates a problem. Anyway, that's the vacuum. There's another box. I'm assuming that's part of the venting. It also comes with 2 lights that fasten up here on the top. They're LED lights. They should be, unless this is a really old cabinet. Honestly, I don't remember when I bought it. It could be from the old school. So, you know, the foam on this, the tightness of the clasp, you know, you are not going to get any leaks on this bad boy. So she is pretty sweet. I'm assuming this is the lights. And, the other thing that I purchased separately, I know this is going to be a ridiculously long video, is the sandblasting basket. What makes this real nice, you know, for small parts. You know, it's a lot of times you use the gloves and you're trying to blast a bolt or something small, and you're blasting more with the glove and you're wearing it out. Put them in this bad boy. This is their own make, as you can see the SB. You know, that's, you know, their logo. This is a bolt basket for cab 6, but you could use it any size cabinet, I would imagine. I don't think it would make too much of a difference. So that's pretty sweet. And you can see, you can sandblast. China virus, run! You can see, you know, it's heavy. I mean, this is, I mean, listen to that. You know, that it's not, you know, cheap. This is, you know, it's designed to take sandblasting, even with the coarse stuff. Alright, let's see what else is in our goodie box. Okay, there should be the lights, should be hoses. Oh, okay, yeah, there's all kinds of crap here. Either for, I'm going to assume this is going to be for the exhaust, is what I'm looking at. Yep, everything lines up. So this is for the exhaust, your black part here. These are the lights. I don't know. I think these are LED. Well, it's white light. Yeah, doesn't say LED, so it might not be LED. I don't really know, folks, because usually it'll tell you on there if it's LED. It doesn't tell me anything. So anyway, alright. This is a medium, whatever, cabinet gun. Okay, so this is your gun. Here's your hose here. Okay. So you have your gun. 2 light bulbs. I'm not sure on the light bulbs. This is your foot operating pedal. You know, kick her on and off. You have to run a lot. You know, there's a line here that goes in the side. I don't know if you can see that. So you have to hook your line up to it. In from the compressor goes in here, and then out here goes up to the gun, obviously. So when you push your pedal down, it opens the air valve. So that being that it's, you know, unless you have a rubber mat or something you're going to have this on, it's going to slide because it's smooth. I mean, it's going to slide. So you'll have to put something on it. Like me, if I leave it on the pallet, then this will just push right up against it and it's not going to go anywhere. So your foot pedal. Here's one of your lights here, as you can see. And here's the other light here. So all of those will have to get installed. Yeah, they got the foam around here to keep the sand from getting in it. It's nice, easy to install. Your holes and everything are already drilled. And they use butterfly nuts or wing nuts. Very easy to install. I am talking like, now, to get the fire one in, because if you notice, it's way up in there and there's no way to get to it other than from inside the cabinet. So that's where if you have a small enough kid, you go, hey, climb in there and just have them push the light up where it goes. So anyway, the holes and everything, no, they do not. Yeah, I guess it is not pre-drilled. Unless I'm looking at the, yeah. I honestly thought they were pre-drilled, apparently they're not. I really did, I thought they were pre-drilled. Thought that was one of the things. So obviously you're gonna have to drill your holes in there. No, wait a minute, no, there should be another bracket somewhere. Possibly. See, that would make more sense. Because the holes lined up. You know, if you look at it, the holes lined up, so you wouldn't have to drill any holes. That wouldn't make any sense. And what's nice too is you can plug other items into this, as you can see. You know, so that's pretty sweet. Granted, you can't see them. Yeah, there's a couple little parts, I know there is, that will go in there to take care of that. I'll have to find them. Here's your vent attachment. Obviously for your exhaust. And like I said, I'll show you the other stuff. This was just on unpacking this and everything that you have. Being that it's pre-assembled, that saves you a lot of time and aggravation. This hose is a expander hose, kind of like flex duct. You can stretch it out like the dryer hoses, the plastic ones that people shouldn't use for dryers. But anyway, so anyway, that's all the parts that are in this box here. So yeah, all right, and then I'll unpack the vacuum. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to show putting, you know, mounting the lights in that. Yeah, because I kept thinking there was, yeah, a ring or something that went on there that held that down, but obviously it must be wrong. Because this foam is directly on there, so yeah. I'll have to figure out exactly, you know, where the problem might be. Slide it that way. Okay, now we'll undo the vacuum. Your dust collector. So, technically it's not a vacuum. Does it work like a vacuum? Pretty much. But it's not a vacuum. It's a dust collector. Because if you say dust collector, wow, that's worth a lot more money than a frickin' shop vac, right? I mean, you can get a shop vac and do the same thing with a shop vac that you can do with this. That's a nice big box for cats to play in. Alright, let me demount the camera real quick. Show you inside the cabinet. Once I already did that, then you're going to see it twice. You can see the grate here. I'm talking is solid. These steel bars in here. Yeah, I mean, this is a very solid cabinet. I mean, it's friggin' unbelievably solid. Beautiful cabinet, if I must say so. I paid for the cabinet. I did not get it for free. This is your fresh air intake here, okay? And then you can see how far over that light is. I'll probably switch these spotlights out for just a strap LED light going all the way across, because I think that would actually, to be honest with you, I think it would work better. Fairly nice gloves. SkatBlast. You know. So you can see that, and then if you look over there where the seams are, I don't know if you can see them yet, but anyway, you can see all that silicone. I think it's welded and silicone, I think is what they say. But anyway, you can see, and you can put a lot of weight on this baby. And there's all the washers and gaskets and everything down there. You can see there's a whole pile of washers down there. Yeah. That's a good place to put it. But anyway, you can see it's well made. It's a solid cabinet. It has protector screens for the glass for the inside that are plastic. So anyway, once I get it all put together, the hose is pretty simple. There's no reason to show that, how you do that. You know, that's pretty simple how to do. So anyway, I'll fade out on it, and then I'll get some of it hooked up, and then the lights and everything, and then get a shot of that. Okay, you can look, the gun, it's pretty hefty. I mean, it's a nice gun. It really has some weight to it. What's nice also is it does come with other nozzles. So you have 3 different size nozzles that come with it. So that's definitely a plus, obviously. But anyway, I just wanted to show you the gun real quick. It does have some nice weight to it. Alright, cut it again. How the lights fasten, it's pretty sweet. The hole obviously is, you know, perfectly round. They just use the washers to lock it down. It overhangs just enough. So by doing that, you literally could position this box anywhere you want. As you can see, there's a cat there. That's Shadow. Then you have, there's Nico over there. Technically it's Neko, Japanese for cat. And then there's a Calico in that box there, my box of rags. So anyway, I had to get some shots of the cats. So there's 3 cats in here. But anyway, so that's a pretty slick way of mounting the lights, because you don't have to like really torque them down. The foam will keep the sand in there. So anyway, it's a pretty decent system. I'll probably go ahead and obviously for the foot pedal, you have your output and an input. You have to supply the input, okay? They supply the holes and everything, you know, going up inside for your gun. But your intake and outtake, there's nothing there. The holes will thread into it, so that you're going to have to supply your own fitting. I'm going to, if you can, I am going to wind up running lines before I do the sealants. So there's going to be an air line, you know, down the wall. So there's going to be like one there, maybe another one over there, then some in the garage also, so it'll all be piped. So anyway, that's pretty much the unpacking of the cabinet. I'll get more shots as I put it together. Very simple, but I'll show that anyway. So I hope you liked the video. Like I say, this cabinet, you know, I paid for. It's a SkatBlast, made in USA, which is, to me, it's hard to find stuff made in USA. Yeah, you pay for it, but it's a solid cabinet. You know, that shelf in there is not going to give. The cabinet itself, you know, is pretty solid. It comes with a nice gun, 3 nipples. You know, the Deluxe has a vacuum, which is, you know, your dust collector, and even that's made in USA. Whether or not the motor itself is made in USA, who knows? But anyway, there's a cabinet there, and to empty it, that spring loaded, pretty heavy, tight spring. So you just open that up manually to get your sandblasting stuff out of it, whether, you know, glass, walnut shell, whatever you're using. So anyway, I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably just leave this as one video and then do another one, when I'm putting it together. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Comments are welcome. It'd be nice if some more people, I have like 17,000, watches on my, between all the videos, and only have 41 subscribers. That's pretty funny, So anyway, thanks for watching. Oh, if you want to know when a new one gets uploaded, click on the B in the bottom right-hand corner. And then a notification bell too. Thanks.